recording, so don't say anything you don't want repeated ever again, because this goes straight to YouTube. So, but first, I do have to say something funny happened when I was setting this up today. My back computer decided to look for my face. And if you look, it kind of looks like the cat has like glowing laser eyes. I figured I'd just share that because that made me laugh hysterically today. So there you go. There's your little fun moment for today. Okay, it'll stop in a minute to stop distracting you all. Today we are going over how to get the information that you guys are getting on the growth call and get it over to start using it in Command, doing social posts through Command or setting them up to go throughout the week. So how many of you on this call right now are attending the growth call on Mondays? One. Karen. Awesome. Karen, do you mind unmuting for a second? Oh, Laura, do you guys, either of you mind unmuting for a second and tell everybody how awesome you find it?
Yeah, it's great. I've been learning so much and about social media and everything. It's been really good.
Yeah. It's an amazing 30 minutes, and that's it. It's 30 minutes every Monday at 2:00. It's a kind of a pump me up, you learn something, and then they give you everything that you need for the week, like everything. If you ever thought that you needed to think in real estate anymore, you don't. We literally tell you what to do, which I think is amazing. So if you guys are struggling or you need something to post or anything, come to these things on Monday and utilize the resources that are given every Monday. And so let me share my screen. How many of you are following the page, the growth call page? This one here. If you are not, I'm going to put this in the group chat right now. Okay. So the Facebook page is where they post all of the resources with all of the links, right, to get to the resources and all the stuff that's going on, plus a few extra things that they post in here as well. But most importantly is they post the resources that they talked about that week. And that way, if you at all ever lose the folder, right, you can find it that way. Now, any of these links, so here are the resources for 5/16 today. So if you click on that, it's actually going to take you directly to that week's resources so you can see them, right? But you can also see, what I'll do is they have all of the resources from all of the previous weeks as well available. So everything from, I think, my goodness, a couple years ago when we started this. So they have all of the previous week's resources, which is awesome because even if you don't like, maybe you don't like something that they post, you can grab something from a previous week and use that too. So everything's in there. So even if you missed it, right, you can still use the material that's there. And let me copy a link here. I'll put that in the chat so that you have that as well. Where did that post? And then if you haven't yet, make sure you favorite these. That way you can find them a lot easier. If to favorite them, you just have to hit the little star button in Google, and that will actually favorite that link for you. And it'll show up whenever you look for your bookmarks. So you can hit done to bookmark it. And then if you want to get it fast, you can always go right to your bookmarks and it'll always be there for you. So it's always there. Let's see. Okay. So I did get the question, can we put our logos on the assets or not? I'm not sure. They have these here with their assets. Let me do a quick, I am actually not sure what they want you to do with that. There is a very easy way to do it. though I have never asked that question, to be fair of them. So let me find that out. Hold on, I might have to be able to have that answer for you before the end of this class. Kelly, were you the one who asked that? Yeah, okay, great.
You know what? You can actually, I do the growth call. At least I try to if I'm not like at appointments. And I've been in real estate for quite a while, but you really kind of have to, in order to get a response, because a lot of times it's like, I noticed I wasn't getting any responses from it. No offense, but because it's kind of just like people kind of want to see a face, or they want to, they want something that they can gravitate social media wise. And some of the stuff, is good, but you really need to kind of dress it up like your own. That's what I found. You get engagement. Can you put your logo on there? Of course you can. And why not? I mean, I
don't see why. I mean, you're going to be in your tag, but
Yeah,
Sue as well. So yeah,
you can put in your real estate information. Yeah, I don't see why that would be a problem. I mean, it's your social media, so why can't you do it? And you just add what you want to add in there.
Yeah, and the too, like with these, right, we're trying to create engagement, right? Engagement is what drives people to your sites, right? The more you have engagement, the more comments, the more likes, the more back and forth that happens, which is, there's a lot of actual, in some of the previous weeks, I've seen some of them where they do like, would you prefer A or B, right? Because that encourages responses and encourages engagements on your social posts. So using this is definitely, take some ideas from what is done here and just take these too, right? You don't have to reinvent the wheel. So here's one of the, so let's figure out how to take this and put it into Command so we can post it. So the first thing, let's grab one of these here too. It says read this, like every time there's something, read this first on how to utilize them. And so, so here's a social post. Here's the click here to download the graphic. So you just click on the link, and if you click on it, it's going to give you the link to download to it. And so if you'll just go ahead and download it, and it'll come to your computer. I will also do the other one. So I'm going to grab all the ones for the week. So here's Wednesday. So you guys can see how this works. Thursday, right? Because I can actually do this all in one day, so I don't have to go back every single day to remind myself to post. What I'm doing is I'm setting up time on Monday to schedule these to go when I want them to go.
I just have one question. I know you can do this, put it in Command and kind of post it social media wise. What about doing it on your phone? Is there any way to, because you know what, some stuff you can't do emojis and stuff like that. I noticed with Command, like they don't have that. Like I like to have like Instagram, how they have like the flashing and you can kind of posts like that. You can't do that with Command. Like they don't have emojis or anything like that. How can you do it on your phone or no?
You can do certain things on your phone. I haven't tried this specifically. You can indeed, like if you like go on, like not with an app, but you go on your web browser and you type in, and there's some things you can do. There's some things you're going to have trouble with Command. It's not specifically built that way, but I think I can put emojis. Let me see if I can put emojis in. I thought I did that before, so hold on one second. Will I get there? So now that I've grabbed all my assets, right, I'm going to head on over to Command, and I'm going to go over to campaigns. And currently I have nothing scheduled for this week, but you can see in the social post section here. I have all of these. You can see what I have, nothing to post. I can create social posts for this week if I want to, or I can go to next week, right, and see what I have posted. So let's say I want to post these all for next week. I can go ahead and I can hit create a social post. And yeah, there are emojis here. I was like, wait, there are emojis. I'm like, so I was like, yeah, so don't worry about, like, I'm pretty sure you could. So yes, you don't need to do that there. So yes, so I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna do this first post. So here's Tuesdays. And Tuesday, I'm supposed to use this caption here. So I can go ahead and copy this. And I'm gonna put that into the text section, right? Copy and paste. You notice when I pasted it, it put those emojis in there too. So I don't even have to go and find them later. I wanted to add some more because Laura, it sounds like you really like your emojis. I can go ahead and add some more. And there's nothing wrong with that. You do you, I love it. So yeah, so you can put that right in there. And now I'm gonna grab my image. So I already downloaded those images. Oops, not from my library, excuse me. I'm gonna upload the image. Go to my downloads, and here's my Tuesday image. Okay, so I'll hit open. I'm going to go ahead and make sure this is centered. It should automatically be because I did format it correctly for this, but if you needed to, you can move the box around. You can actually change whether it's a wide format or anything, but we're just going to keep it as a square. We're going to crop the image. So we're ready, we're good to go there. You can, just so you know, you can always add more images. If you're just doing social posts to begin with, you can go ahead and add videos. You can also add links in here as well. I'm going to make sure my logo is all set. I can change where that logo goes. I can put it on the left. I can put it on the right. I can add my ownership statement if I wanted to. And then I can change when it's published. So I can say I want it published on the 28th at 10. I can at any point in time change the date. Let's say Tuesday. I can change the time. So if I didn't feel like if I wanted this posted at noon or later than that, I'm going to keep it at 10 because that's a pretty good time. Post things. And I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to schedule a post. And when I schedule the post, and I'm going to say, yes, I would like to schedule this post. And you will see for next week, there you go. Oh. So there we go. I might have forgot to save it. Oops. Here's my post. Okay, so I've got one scheduled for. I must have picked the wrong date. I must have missed it, but yes, you can create your post. So you're going to want to go through this and you're going to want to add for every single day for the week, right? So schedule ahead of time and go ahead and create what you're going to post ahead of time. That way you don't have to do it every single day. So I'm going to do it again and I'm going to create a camp. I'm going to create a camp. I'm just going to hit create a social post. I'm going to, once again, go to the next one. Right. Now remember, keep an eye on these, right? See how this is in red, insert your answer. I don't want it to say insert your answer. I want it to say my answer, right? So I'm going to go ahead and go back to this. My favorite museum to visit. What is your guys' favorite museum to visit?
Museum of Science.
That's also a very good one. I like that one too. I happen to like the Isabella Stewart Gardner Museum quite a bit. I see, Kelly, you agree with me. I see that. That's awesome. They have some of the coolest stuff there. They really do. If you haven't gone, go. And if you have someone you know whose name is Isabella, they get to go for free, which I think is cool. If your name is Isabella, they just let you in. It's great, which is awesome because that's my daughter's name. So when she's old enough, we're gonna be going. Yep. So you can go ahead and post it. Once again, upload your image. This one was Thursdays, I think. No, definitely not that one. Wednesday. Ooh. Oh no, they made it too big. All right. So what do you do if your photo is too big? Oh, guys, we get an extra lesson here real quick. So this happens all the time to me. And I can quickly adjust that usually by opening Paint. There's other software you can do this with very quickly. Just gonna open that up real quick. Wednesday. Oh, I can see why it's ginormous. Yoink. Select. Short. Small. Like this. I'm also going to just want a JPEG. Small. And that made it really tiny. I just really just shrunk it down. You can do that through other programs as well. You can really make it tiny. It might be too tiny, but I'll just upload it.
So how are you making it, adjusting the size? Like, what do you go into?
So you can do it through, so if you have a PC like I do.
Well, I have an Apple.
Most people have Apples, I understand. So PCs, like you can open a Paint program, or you can open like Paint for free and just knock it down really small. Just shrink the canvas to something manageable, usually like 800 pixels or 11. So Apple actually has a lot of options for that. Like free software, you can just open it up, like it just opens up the picture and you can actually resize right in the setting.
So what do you just click on the picture and it'll allow you to like resize it?
Yeah,
Is
so when
that-
you're in the edit section, like there's like usually an edit and there's usually a
Okay.
resize option to make it much smaller. So that way you can, smaller is better. Like that one you could see was ginormous, which is why it was so big. If you go smaller, you're going to be a lot better with that. That way you can do it quickly, easily, and not mess around with it like too much. Just really just shrink down the size. That'll shrink down the size of the file too. That was just a really high quality photo, which we didn't need for social. So, okay, so we'll just put that in and then we'll schedule it for the 27th at 10. Great, and we'll hit good. Schedule post. Great. Here we go. So there it is. There's your, you can see it's in there for Friday the 27th. And there is my, and it shows me here at any point in time, I can come in, I can edit the post before it goes, or I could just hit delete post and then it's not going to go, right? So you have your opportunity to go ahead and change it at any point in time. So if you like looked at it and you're like, oh no, I spelled this word wrong, right? You can go in and go ahead and change it before it goes up, before it gets posted. So you want to go ahead and you want to create your whole, you can create your whole week, right? Honestly, the best thing you can do for yourself is time block social media input, right? Instead of having to do it every single day, on a Monday or a Sunday or whatever you like, whatever you want to do, like put it in, like if the growth call is at 2, maybe put it in for like 2:30 because it goes from 2 to 2:30. That way with all the stuff that's there, you can go ahead and grab it, put it in, and then you're good for the rest of the week because it's going to post when it needs to post, right? And you don't have to think about it again for the week. And if you're really savvy, right, so you can go ahead, if you know there's like holidays and the like ahead of time, you can go ahead and create holiday posts and get those up and ready to go even months in advance, right? So you can actually have your schedule out pretty quickly. Designs has a whole suite. If you ever want to know how many holidays there are in a month, just go to designs and go look at the amount of holidays that there are, because they literally have a post for every single holiday that exists. It's quite amazing actually, and they're really, really quite nice. And then before I get off, because I can show you quickly over here, right? In here, we have these quick posts. So you guys see these in here, the quick posts? These are like if you really are out of ideas and you need to do something really quick, you can utilize these. You can hit shuffle and they'll give you like new looks with different wording down there. And if you like one, you can just hit the little button over here and it'll just start you at getting that ready to go to post. So it's actually pretty cool. You don't have to do much. The shuffle button is actually quite nice. It allows you to just quickly and easily create a post without having to think about it. So all those here as well. But yeah, I mean, you really can't go wrong with downloading the stuff directly from the growth folder and then just follow the instructions, post when to post, right? If you want to spend time to kind of edit it, go ahead and edit it if you want, and just kind of get that in there, like that engagement thing, coleslaw or mac and cheese, right? Which is better? And you can put yours in there if you want to create some function. It's definitely mac and cheese, by the way. You're all wrong if you put coleslaw in there. I'm just saying that right now. But yes, so it drives engagement, right? They really thought about these things before they created them. So they're all ready to go. Okay. Questions about how to utilize the campaign section to do a social post, how to grab the stuff from the New England page or any of that.
So are we grabbing the holidays from the design section? I missed that part. I must have blanked out for a second.
So yeah, if you want to grab holidays, I am not sure if they do holidays for the growth. They probably do, but if they don't, right, if maybe they missed one, or if there's something holiday they didn't cover, because that happens sometimes. If you're in designs, and I'll just go over there real quick so you guys can see. Create a design. My poor computer. You guys don't see how many tabs I have open in my other browser window, which is quite a few. Here we go. Social. Second. So there's a whole holiday section here. So if you pull this down, you can choose the month you're in, right? So you can choose May. And they have posts for pretty much everything. Everything. It's Asian American Pacific Islander Heritage Month. There's obviously Mother's Day was the big one. But it's Mental Awareness Month, right? So there's a bunch of different things that you can just grab and post, and even like holidays you couldn't even think of. So next month is June, right? So it's Pride Month, is also Juneteenth. So Father's Day, right? And so they have all different kind of various different looks and feels. So you can go ahead and grab them at any point in time. You can use them. So usually we're using social squares for posts, right? And so you can go ahead and grab those. If you do want to use wides, they have some wides, and they also have social stories, but they have holidays covered, let me tell you. So you're good there. Cool.
And so for
Yeah.
the holidays, do we just download that image, or how
Yep, you can just download it. Yep.
Okay, and then you bring it up into design, into campaigns.
Right. Yeah, and then you can just bring it. You can do one or two things actually, because social is very good. You can either save that image there and just use it, or you can download that image, because when you're doing social posting command here, I'll create a social post. Oh, wrong one. Back. Sorry. Post. You can actually pull right from your designs library. So once you save your design, you don't even need to download it. You can just grab it right from there. So, because I can access all of my designs directly from there.
Okay, so can you just, I'm kind of like, I'm not really new with KW, but kind of.
Sure.
With command, I don't really utilize it as much as I should. So show me how you did that again. How you grabbed it from designs. Is just
Sure. Let me go to lead page. Yes, I want to lead page. Let me go to designs real quick. Design, social. A little quicker this time. Holidays. We do a Father's Day post real quick. Here we go. So happy Father's Day. I'll use this one. So here's the Father's Day one. The first thing I'm definitely doing is I'm replacing this with my DBA right there. And then done. So all I gotta do now is save it. Right, so I'm just gonna hit, so I'll save it as this. I'll make sure I save it. It does automatically save over time, but I wanted to make sure, so before I left. So you can always go to File, Save, and do it. Hit Done. All right, so that's right here. So now I can go back to campaigns. And I can go right to social posts. Let's just say I want to do it on Father's Day. Oh, does anybody know what day Father's Day is?
June 20th.
20th. Ooh, they gave me a little bit of time.
19th.
19th, okay.
Yeah.
Create a social post. Okay. Great. All this, but okay, so I can just hit browse from design library and it's going to bring up my library. It's right here. So I'll just select it. And it's going to give it a minute. I was going to say, yep, okay, make sure it's good. And then all set. I'm all set. And then I can go ahead and schedule that post. Ooh.
What a time saver. Oh my, love it.
Yep, it really is. And especially if you just like time block it, right? We all got to do social media. And sometimes you're like running around on one day, you just don't have time to do it. So if you utilize the resources that are given to you, utilize the resources that the region's giving you with the growth call, with international, what they're giving you, with the designs that are already in the design section, and then use this to plan your social posts ahead of time. So you're good that way. All right. Any other questions? I'll stop the share.
Is that
Anybody
just posting to Facebook or is it also posting to Insta?
This is just posting to Facebook, though I have my Facebook automatically posting to Insta. So if you don't have that set up, I would recommend.
What about doing a story? Will it allow you to do a story or is it just?
Hold on, let me double check. I don't think you can do a story through
Okay.
here.
And then I have a business Facebook and my regular personal Facebook. How does that work? Does it allow you to pick which one you want to post to, or is it
No, it's
just
always going to go to your
your business page?
Yep.
Okay.
Always.
Yeah.
Because
Which
it
stinks because
doesn't
no one
stink.
ever comments
It's the
on your business
law.
page.
It's legally
horrible.
what you are allowed to do.
It's horrible. Yeah. Okay.
Legally you have to show like this is advertising, right? So
Right.
like you have to show that you're a member of Keller Williams. You're doing this under the brokerage, and which brokerage you're doing it under. It's that's why they do everything under the business page. Because if you did it under the personal, I would say like you can always have things flow from your business page to your personal. You should always set that up, right? Have that stuff go. Have also set up so that Instagram gets it when you post to Facebook, right? Just have that stuff set up. It just saves you clicks, right? So that way you can your social media just kind of flows. You can also set up Twitter just so in here as well. So you can set up to do Twitter as well as Facebook. Not too many people use Twitter these days, but it is available. So in case you want to do that as well. yes, there are different, there are plenty of third-party stuff too that will allow you to do multiple different suites. There are. This is nice because it's connected with designs. It's one less thing you gotta do too. So, all right, cool. Any other questions? Cool. Awesome. All right. If not, I hope you all have a wonderful day. Enjoy the super warm weather this weekend. I know I will not. It's too hot for me. But yes, enjoy the weekend. And if you have any questions, please reach out. We'll be happy to help.
Thank you. It was great.
Bye, guys.